What is up, guys? Today we are going to start a brand new Let's Play for the YouTube channel. And it's going to be The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. So now, this game series has been around for a while, I believe. And there's like a lot of games in it. I think there's 7 in the main series. This being the first, obviously. There's 3 Trails in the Sky games, and I believe there's currently 4 Trails of Cold Steel. So it'd be cool to cover that entire series, but we'll take it one step at a time. So, anyways, I have no idea about really anything to do with this game. I watched like a video briefly explaining the combat a while back, and it looked pretty cool. So, yeah, let's go. I think we'll just play on normal, and if we can change it later, we might get a hard mode just to see what that's like. But yeah, let's do it. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today too. And Shara? Shara? That's probably how you say that name. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Probably Dad. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. So that's Cassius is her dad, okay. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monster, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me though, I brought you a present, okay? Really, what kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? It's a kid. What? He brought home a kid? Alright. What? Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Well, that'd be kind of twisted if he brought home a dead kid. Looks kind of dead if you ask me. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. He sure sleeps soundly. And he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy? That threw me for a loop there for a second. Where have you been picking up these kind of words? No doubt from Sherazard, I assume? That's a heck of a name. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl is going to get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean bracer business? Okay, so he's a bracer, I guess? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just work out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Oh, he knows him. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey. Oh, shit. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle. Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change this up. Bonk, bonk. Quit yelling. All right already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear Y-E-L-L-I-N-G? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name, you know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... Oh shit, is that us? Are we that character? Oh no, maybe not. Looks like we get a little intro cutscene, maybe? I wonder what era this game is from, because it looks past PlayStation 1, or like PS2 maybe? Or like PSP? I'm currently playing on Steam for the record. So I'm guessing these two are going to be our main characters then. We got a staff user and a dual wielder. They're at least going to be the core party, I'd say. His dad. He didn't age very much. Okay. Card user, maybe? I don't know. Oh, so there's guns in this world too. Airships, of course. What kind of JRPG wouldn't have airships in it? Oh, he said he was a bracer, so that's probably what their symbol or something. Oh, there's our dual wield or our two-handed swordsman right there. If he's on our side. Alright, so they're showing me a lot of characters during this intro cutscene. Like, there's two more right there. And two more. Alright. Let's get started now, maybe? So I'm thinking this might be PSP because of these like kind of like these are 3D environments and they look way too high res for like PlayStation 1 era, I'd say. I'll have to check that out after stream. Or not after stream, after the video. Ugh. Okay, so we had a time hop, it looks like. It's so bright in here. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua is still in bed. Okay, that must be his name then. There's our staff back there. Ah, I guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then. Now he plays the harmonica. Which he's also playing the main theme, which is kind of cool. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. No, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age and I'm hardly a man. Tisk, tisk, tisk. How wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune though, cheerful yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is going to be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? That's enough to talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. His dad. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay. Cassius did not age at all. I'm on my way. I wonder what the time hop was. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you, too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Oh no. Please tell me you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. Didn't they just talk about that like literally a second ago? You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning in training? Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it, I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. What's that little star mean? I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve? Whatever that is. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Chara's gonna be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Bruin-style scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right. I just want to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. But I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick up a copy of the liberal news from the general goods store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the liberal news from the general goods store. Yeah. Okay, so Mira is the currency in this game. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. All right, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Sherazard my regards. All right, we can move our characters now. Menus? No menus? What does that even mean? Camp. Can I click on things? I guess we could like look around real quick. I don't know if like you can interact with like the environment or not. So let's just see. Oh, I guess. Oh, these training dummies? Oh, they are, I think. All right, there's a standing log for staff practice. Oh, we can't actually. Okay. So if there looks like if there's exclamation points over top of something, you can interact with it maybe. Oh, here we go. How'd I do that? Oh, B on an Xbox controller. All right, equip. So we have equipment. Can I, okay, there we go. Joshua's right there. So he has twin dirks. So he's a twin knife user, I guess. Or a dirk's figure, maybe. Orbment. I have no idea what orbment means. I guess we'll find all this stuff out. Tactics. All right, let's just go. Ooh, we might run into some like random encounters while we go over here. If I'm going the right way. All right, so we have a map. Can we, is there a, oh, we can rotate the camera too. I'm actually surprised we can do that. North, roll it in 49 Selge. Okay, so Selge must be the, like a distance tracker. Gurun Gate is 259 Selge? Which direction though? What if I go the wrong way? Estelle, Roland City is in the opposite direction. You're not sleepwalking again, are you? How about you just keep quiet and keep your comments to yourself? All right, I guess that's what happens right now if you go the wrong way. Oh, I want to see, I wonder how you save in this game. Oh, okay, cool. Let's make a save just because. I'm guessing during the test that'll be our combat introduction. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place. So I don't know why you expected to get away with any less effort. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Over there then. That's a weapon store. Can we go in? What? Oh, it's a pass-through. Okay. Top of the morning to you kids. What's up, Elger? Good morning, Mr. Elger. Good morning, sir. Well, you're rather up early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it last time you had run the store, or I had you run the store. Yes, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure it'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, Estelle, on the other hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit of a scatterbrain ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took to the head playing with the boys. Really? So I guess that scatterbrain trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, you two, let's not fight now. And shouldn't you be getting over to the guild? I guess, yeah, we probably can't buy stuff right now anyway, so. If I was a bracer guild, where would I be? Would I be blue? Perhaps some light blue. No, that's the hotel. Oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, it literally says guild right on it, okay. Ina. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Morning, Ina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. I guess we'll just go up there and do whatever we gotta do. Oh, it's the card person from the intro. Charizard. The Star and the Hanged Man. Oh, they're, what is it called? The cards with a, whatever. The Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your they're called tarot cards. That's what they're called. Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have to be in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And, Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Alright, well I guess let's learn about orbments. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or process septium installed. Although it's only about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbal Revolution. Okay, well that's our history on the orbments, I guess. Let's learn about bracers. I'm guessing they're like mercenaries, right? Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which was established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Alright, there's our history on, I guess it's like a mercenaries guild then, more or less, it seems like. Maybe they have a little bit more responsibilities than a regular mercenaries guild would then. Alright, so let's learn about the maybe it's Liberal Kingdom, not Liberal. I don't know. Either way. The Kingdom of Liberal, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has always been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Ebronian Empire, it was the use of orbal-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. But thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Whew, alright, that's all. Let's see. Since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara? How is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Well, since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there's something that we need to give both of you. I know, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for each of yourselves. Probably like the orbit device or whatever. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Oh, okay, we got a notebook. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current jobs. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood? Crap, that sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh. Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of all events is an important duty for all bracers. So, get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. Quest board. First, I'm going to go check at the job description posted there. Alright, when the bulletin board is approached, a exclamation point will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the job list. By selecting the job in the list, you can view something about them that I skipped. Alright, training, retrieval. The Charizard's our client. It pays 500 Mira. It's a direct request. The training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest, which means, as is tradition in JRPGs, we're going to probably fight giant rats. Oh, wait. Alright, details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board. Wait. Details of the job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will be automatically recorded in the notebook. The Bracer notebook can be easily found by clicking on the Books tab of the Items menu. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a Bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also important for Bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a Bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? What is it? What does that even say? Oh, I think there's a typo right there. I think it's supposed to just say, is that so, but it says, his that so. Whatever. Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital Factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things to make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Oh wait, we're there already. Here's where you will learn how to use an Orbital Factory services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbits and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The Bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem, leave everything to me. So, what is it you would like to know? I guess orbits, right? Orbits are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that the lights, airship engines, and so on are also types of orbits. However, the ones we will be discussing today are battle orbments, which enhance the user's physical ability and make it possible to use magic. So it's almost like materia from Final Fantasy VII. Alright. Since each orbment is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation, so it really sounds like the materia system. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the central slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at an orbital factory like this. It'll take a fair amount of sepith too. What is sepith? EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them all as soon as possible. Alright. I guess orbital arts. Orbital arts are magic, which can be discharged exclusively through the use of battle orbments. In other words, a number of peculiar, oh my god, words, effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably ought to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, their corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts. The type of arts one can use can be changed depending on elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. Alright, much more complex. Alright, quartz. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be installed. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbit and decide whether you will be installing it ahead of time. So, what is it you would like to know about? Sepith. Sepith are fragments of septium which are dropped by monsters, which means we're gonna grind. They are divided into 7 types: earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, and mirage. Time, space, and mirage all sound pretty cool. Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but at the orbital factory it can be used to synthesize quartz into open orbit slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. Alright, that was a lot of reading. It looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's have you both try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some sepith. Alright. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbments. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time elemental quartz. Normally at a shop, you'd be able to exchange sepith for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use this service, so they want you to actually do it. Alright. Okay, we gotta talk to Freddy. Alright, modify? Okay, so hold on. Quartz. Oh, okay. So we can pick what we want to put in Estelle's open slot. So, attack? Oh, okay, that costs 20 fire quartz. Okay, I understand now. The amount of sepith we have on it. It costs 20 fire sepith to make this attack gem, or whatever you want to call it. And then we need to make one. Okay. So now we want to go to slot that. Or do I don't do that here, maybe. Okay, you only open the slots here. Okay. I understand now. Okay, so, and then Joshua also, is this different? Oh no, they're the same, I think, for right now. Okay. Then I think we go to orbit. Estelle. Boom. Attack on. Joshua. Action on. Alright, looks like you're able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install quartz into your orbit so that you can use both recovery and oh shit. I didn't wait, unless he can do okay, so we need to pick the right quartz to do this. And I keep forgetting the menu button. All right, so we have that's enough. We have Firebolt with that. And then how do I switch characters? Oh, there we go. Soul Blur. That sounds cool. What is considered a recovery art though? Here, just give me. All right, hold on. Bracer's Notebook. Is that what this is? No. Oh, it was. Okay, that is what it is. All right. All right. So, is shield considered that? Maybe. I don't know. Let's buy a green one. Green means healing, right? Surely that's correct. Well, it's a wind element, so I guess it might not be. Let's get this one though. I'm gonna buy one of each. I don't care. If it works, it works. All right. So now, go to Orbment. We'll just go to Estelle because she can have any type of quartz. Hair. Those both sound. Oh, okay. That was recovery. All right, cool. All right, it looks like you've got both recovery and attack arts set up. If you balance your arts out between each other like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your Bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz will allow you to use which arts. If you'd like to do more power arts, check out the arts and quartz chat, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty straightforward. All right. Oh, okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is open another slot in our Orbment. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now I want to use the Sepith and open a slot on each of your Orbments. Okay. So we're gonna go to this, then slot. Let's do Joshua first. All quartz, that sounds good, I like that. And then Estelle, I think all of hers are all quartz though, aren't they? Yeah. What? I don't have enough to do both, so I don't, yeah. All right, since your central slot is limited to a certain elemental, it would be best to increase your Orbment's number of open slots early on. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. I thought we're gonna do one for each. I would have done both on Estelle then. It's okay though. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. And I think that means combat finally. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Uh-huh. Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little yes, yapping and a little more walking? Oh, she's dragging her out. All right, let's do it. Joshua, help me! Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it, and good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Alright, we're going to fight giant rats, I bet. All your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your Bracer notebooks. Only you forgot that too? I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. Oh my god. Oh, divine Adios? Adios? I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All these horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test, so how about you both of you try to at least look a little anxious. Just so you know though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you want us to do and let loose. Well, if you're so confident then, how about proving that you're not just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyways, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in Roland sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within the area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, there are real, living, breathing monsters down there. So if you get careless and let down your guard, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Ear balm. Oh, it's probably a healing item. And a monster guide. What's this book for? It's called a monster guide, and it's used to record information about monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You've got a really good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. Well, we'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped up and knock out this test. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Okay, let's see. Can we save while we're down here? Yes. So I'm gonna save real quick. And then I'm also gonna go to Orbits on Joshua and put on, what do you guys think? Firebolt? Or wait, oh, okay. Let's put that on. And then whenever we unlock the next slot for Estelle, we'll make her fire-based. Well, let's try to get into a fight though. What? That's not a fucking rat. What is that thing? Wait a minute, Estelle. There appears to be a recovery point over there, so we should use it if our HP or EP become low. Okay. Oh, it's an orbit charging station. Okay. Pretty straightforward. Sounds like a plan to me. Well, let's just go ahead and do that because Joshua has more EP now. I would like to get into a battle before this first episode's over, so... Oh, wait, we have stuff on the bottom there. So we have the bracer symbol down there and then like a monster symbol? What is this thing? Monster at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of a battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. Hint. Battle order bar on the left. I think we can figure that one out on our own. Alright, so it's kind of like grid-based. Exactly. So we're in like MIDI, like Final Fantasy Tactics type battles. Or Fire Emblem. Or any TRPG you've ever heard of. I wonder if we get bonus damage for attacking from the side. Oh. We choose what we're doing. Okay. Attack an enemy. You may also use it to move if you are using a mouse and... Oh, okay. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a target in this area will move the character to attack. Oh, I'm supposed to... When an enemy is out of range and can't do icon will appear on your cursor. I'm using a controller though, so. Okay, so let's try. Okay, we actually run over there this way. Oh, okay. So you can even attack even though you have like a radius then. Bonk. And then, did we get it? I guess we got that chest. So I can still hit you, really. Oh, we just move in the direction to hit them, I think. So what if I go... So maybe it doesn't matter the direction you're attacking an enemy from? Let's see. No, we did the same amount of damage, it looks like. All right. Bonk. We get victory animations. And we got 2 juicy bones. All right, cool. All right, that battle, see, the battle system looks pretty cool. I know that you can like do some pretty crazy art combinations and whatnot later on, so it should get pretty wild once we get there, you know. Let's do another fight. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay. Arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Arts also make long-range attacks possible, but they require time to be cast. EP is consumed when arts are used. EP can be recovered by resting at inns, hotels, or by using charging stations and other items like an EP charge. Alright. So let's try to use some arts here. Arts consume EP, and they have an element. We knew that. So we can shoot a heavy stream of water at these moth clusters. Oh, okay. So you take a turn to charge it up. Okay. Oh, speeds up the flow of time. Let's drop a boulder on this person. Or this moth cluster, not person. All right, that's pretty cool. I like the animations for the arts already. There we go. We got a crisp onion from a moth cluster. All right, so that seems like our little intro to battle, and I'm sure as we get further in, there'll be like a boss or something. But I think for now, we're gonna wrap up this episode, our very first episode of The Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. I didn't expect to read for 40 minutes, but I mean, we got through it, and I think that things will pick up more as we go on now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode and expect many more to come in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.